Hey, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about one of the key leadership behaviors, and that's overcoming fear right now on The Front.
Thanks for tuning in to Lead the Teams, The Front.
Yes, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and join me today. My name is Mike Phillips and I will be your host. This is The Front, and the theme today, overcoming fear. Now, as always, for sales tips, for motivational content, and to level up your leadership, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click that bell so you don't miss anything. So today I'm going to talk about several ways that you can eliminate fear of rejection, of failure, of the unknown, of other people's opinions. Let's get going. Now, when I'm talking about overcoming fear, I'm not talking about eliminating fear or wiping it out altogether. We are always going to have fear creep into our lives, or whatever name you want to give to the unknown. We view fear, because we don't know what's on the other side of it, as this huge wall that creeps all the way out, or is super thick or super tall. We can't get over it, under it, around it. And the reality is, fear is about this thick. It's right in between your ears in most cases, because it is the unknown. It's the what if. It's the I don't know. Now, the first step to eliminating fear is you've got to have a plan. You have to know the goal. You have to know where you're headed. So I may know, look, here's where I'm at. This is the spot where I'm at, and I want to journey all the way over there. Just by starting to define what the goal is, your brain will start to assimilate ideas. You'll start seeing things that you didn't see before. You'll start hearing ideas from other people that you may not have heard before, all because you've defined the goal. And a goal is not, I want to do really good in business. Really good does not have clarity. You need to be absolutely specific with what it is that you want to accomplish and by when. The second thing you got to do is you got to start developing strategies. Now, strategies and tactics are not the same thing. Strategies are the what. Tactics are the how. So you want to develop strategies of what else do I want to be able to accomplish this goal? What other things do I want in my life besides this one goal? When you start to ask yourself better what questions, then that too will eliminate, it'll help erode a little bit more of that fear of the unknown, because you'll start asking yourself different questions. You'll start paying attention to different things that are coming into your life. The next step in eliminating fear, and this is absolutely key, so listen close. The next step is you have to see it. You have to visualize it so that it is so real. You can breathe it, touch it, taste it. You know exactly what your goal is. So much to the point. It's just developing that belief. There's something, I know if you're watching this right now, there is something that you want so badly that you can see and define every angle of it. So whatever each of these additional goals that you come up with that you want to accomplish, part of getting clarity is to be able to have that vision. It's to be able to visualize it down to a finite, tangible accomplishment. Now, after I've done those three things, I've got my goal, right? I have that plan established. I've started to develop my strategies. I can see it and visualize it so that it's tangible. The next thing you got to do is you got to track it. You have to set up checkpoints for yourself so that you can remain consistent. When you can see yourself getting there that deeply and you're rewarding yourself and you're wiring yourself that way, then you free yourself from the fear of other people's opinions, the fear of rejection. You just knock it right out. This whole time you're chipping away at each of these different facets of fear. And when you have that fear, it's likely to paralyze you from taking action. So you have to force yourself to do these things and be consistent and take action and do it. Right? Nike's built their whole brand around that one saying, just do it. When you do, when you act, that in itself starts to clear away that cloud in your mind that you've built up. The last piece of advice that I'm going to give you today, you got to do it all over again. So each goal that you have, each plan that you have, each fear that creeps into you that you may have, you've got to go through this process all over again. You got to take action and you've got to go after it. You've got to do it. So one more time, just in case you missed any of these steps, because I want to help you overcome that fear in your life. Number one, you got to have a plan. You got to know the goal. Number two, you have to strategize. Start getting those ideas. Figure out what the what's are. Number three, you've got to see it so in depth that you believe it. Number four, you've got to set up those checkpoints and reward yourself. And number five, you got to do it all over again. So that's the whole message today on the front. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and join me. Click the share button, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.